Okay, so now we have cut out the section of wonderboard to allow my 1/4-inch wonderboard to go underneath it, which will be the level platform for the core. And so I leveled it with sand. And as this piece was removed, as this 1/2-inch piece of wonderboard was removed, I was able to lay the right side, the right edge of the area needed to come up 3/16 of an inch, or about 7/32. This square happens to be 3/16 thick. So what I did is, you can see the black marker line that I have on those bricks where the sand is a nice sharp edge. I did that by laying my square just like this. And then I used this board. Again, this wonderboard was not here, so it was all open. And I just poured a little sand on there. I knew I needed more on these. And I just laid this board, the square, directly down on that block, and then up on the square, which is 3/16 higher, and I just screed it across. And you do it a few passes, and then you get the desired effect. And you can tell the sand's much taller here. You can see some fat grains, a little finer here, much finer here, and then there's just a dusting on these. And then I translated that out to here as well. I just set some blocks here, put my square here, did the same thing. And then now we've got the 1/4-inch piece of wonderboard that Jason is adjusting the cut on. And we laid that down on this. We had it fit this rectangle perfectly, and then the part that came out needed a little adjustment. So we laid it down, but I checked it with level. We just put a couple of bricks on each edge, put the level on it, and it was perfect. And we've got a teeny tiny back tilt, tilting towards the back of the wall, and it's so small it'll be fine. And we're talking hundredths of a degree or something. So like again, the levels are very accurate with the curved vials. You can literally, on a level like this, if you lift one edge, I mean, maybe not even a 64th of an inch, a 1/28th, you can see that bubble move. So when you're in between those lines, and fairly close to being perfectly in between those lines, we're talking teeny tiny bits of movement or off level give you a reading. So we get Jason's coming back with our piece, slap it in place. Okay. You can see here, we've got about 3/16 of an inch. That's just because 1/2-inch wonderboard is a lie. They don't sell 1/2-inch wonderboard, although they say they do. This 1/2-inch wonderboard varies between 3/8 and 7/16 thick, which won't affect us any. But so we see about 3/16 here and less than a 1/16 here, so it's definitely raised. And we got it where we need it. Everything looks good. And we'll throw the blocks on, double check our level. So normally a rocket stove, you're putting it on earth or blocks, but you always have to make sure it's level. So here, I think my far end or my left end could come up a hair, so my right end could go down a hair. Wiggle a little bit, see if I can get anything. And that got it better. All right, that's pretty good. We'll check the firebox section. Same thing. I suppose I should double check that these bricks are the same height because they do vary. Well, and actually here I don't need the bricks. I needed the bricks on the back section because of the lips. All right. All right, very good. And our front to back level is, yeah, looks like it's just a hair off. So, all right, good enough. We've got a platform that'll work for us. I'm going to check the riser area just to see what that's like. Close. Very close. Good enough. All right. Now we're going to play with the other piece that we need and Duraboard and start laying brick and cutting brick.